Thanks so much for joining us. I'm Corey Chambers.
And I'm Shirley Chan. 11,000 people are expected to cross into the U.S. daily starting tomorrow. Now, right now, it's not clear exactly how many people are waiting, but there are already more than 27,000 people in the custody of Customs and Border Protection. The big question is how many of these asylum seekers will arrive here in New York City.
Yeah, here's a look at the Port Authority tonight, where we have just learned of another bus of migrants that will be arriving at 6 a.m. tomorrow. Pix 7's Corrado is live outside City Hall, where the focus has been figuring out what to do with that busload and the next busload and the next busload after that. Katie.
Corey, Shirley, good evening to you both. Title 42 is set to expire in just under 2 hours, and we are expecting to see a surge of asylum seekers headed to New York City. The big question is, how will the city safely accommodate them? Mayor Eric Adams says that physically there is just no space left. New York City is scrambling to find space for an influx of asylum seekers expected after the midnight end of Title 42. The pandemic-era health policy allowed authorities to immediately expel migrants to prevent the spread of COVID.
We get an average of 500 people a day. We could potentially get thousands of people a day in our city.
Mayor Adams wants to house asylum seekers in Rockland and Orange counties, but is facing pushback. A bus of 2 to 3 dozen single migrant men arrived in Newburgh Thursday morning, despite Orange County Executive Stephen Newhouse saying he was promised by the state and city that no buses would be sent until further notice. A judge granted Rockland County a restraining order Thursday, stopping 340 migrants from being bused to a hotel in Orangeburg.
We're paying for it. We're only taking volunteers. We are communicating with the officials up there on what we're doing.
Alex Rappaport, whose soup kitchen has been helping to feed asylum seekers, sees no problem with housing people in hotels outside of New York City.
Their stay, their food, their medical, everything is guaranteed by the city. How can people still complain? Other than, I don't want to see people with brown colored skin on my street. What is the problem?
Mayor Adams also temporarily suspended the city's decades-old right to shelter law, which requires providing a bed to anyone who requests one. The city says it's reached its shelter limit.
This is a hard decision, but it's the right decision.
We don't need to roll back the right to shelter, and we shouldn't. And doing it preemptively before we're really clear how many people are actually coming, I do think is premature.
Now, once Title 42 expires at midnight, Title 8 will take effect. That requires migrants to seek asylum in the countries that they pass through before entering the United States. Here in the city, we are expecting another 2 busloads of asylum seekers to arrive at Port Authority tomorrow and another 3 to arrive on Saturday. Reporting live outside of City Hall, I'm Katie Corrado, Pix 11 News.
All right, Katie mentioning it there. We're talking about 5 busloads arriving at the Port Authority within just days, starting at 6 a.m. tomorrow. Of course, we'll be covering it for you on the Pix 11 Morning News. Also, we have full details on the city's plan to send migrants upstate on Pix11.com.
Nearly 2 weeks.
Also, we have full details on the city's plan to send migrants upstate on Pix11.com.